We play.
We fight.
We conquer.
The Shadows of Adrestia.
Welcome back to the Freak Show. I am your host, Bumpy McSquigums,
Upon
and
his return to Garreg Mach, the humble Tomas shapeshifts and flees, and not even the Knights of Ceres's most concerted efforts can track down the erstwhile librarian.
we're diving into Fire Emblem
Meanwhile,
Warriors 3 Hopes.
Edelgard seizes upon Monica's rescue as a chance to start down a radically different path than she had originally planned.
Huh. Okay.
Things went like clockwork with Monica.
Thanks to Professor Yuritsa playing his part so ably. And equally to those arrogant fools for letting their guards down.
What?
I doubt we will see such fortune next time.
Next time? Don't tell me.
The moment has come to take matters into our own hands at the Imperial capital. This is our chance to finally be rid of them.
Be rid of who?
But, Lady Edelgard, we aren't ready. We'll need an entire host to keep them in check.
And we have one. The Church.
Forgive my impertinence, but that is not the plan.
You are the man who once told me to leave no sword in its scabbard.
Yes, but one must also take care not to wound themselves when unsheathing it.
Fair.
I am sorry, milady, but this plan is ill-advised. I cannot support it.
Wow.
And even if I were to ignore common sense and go along, it still throws our future plans into disarray.
What future
I thought
plans?
you devised countermeasures to deal with the Church. Use them.
What?
But those were meant for... Very well. Are you absolutely certain this is the path?
I am anything but certain. Yet the bandit attack in the mountains created an opportunity we cannot ignore. And I doubt the appearance of this new mercenary is simple coincidence.
Is she gonna go succeed her father?
Plans can be rewritten, Hubert.
Early?
Either we're doing this, or we're not.
I don't...
Will you sit around and wait for a miracle? Or will you help me seize control of my fate?
I am with you, Lady Edelgard. As ever.
Sure.
Then let us walk forward on this path, and see where it takes us.
Edelgard...
I apologize for bringing this to you on such short notice, Archbishop.
Not at all, Edelgard. But might I ask, what prompted this sudden desire to return to Inbar?
We believe one of Tomas's collaborators may have infiltrated the capital.
Huh.
My word!
Tomas tended the library at Garreg Mach for decades, with nary a blemish on his record. And then, without warning, he drops his disguise and reveals himself to be a vile sorcerer of terrible ability. Someone at the capital also fits that pattern. A man we know all too well.
And who might that be?
My uncle, and regent of the Empire, Volkard von Arundel.
Who?
His lordship briefly defected from the Empire before reappearing several years later. But he returned a changed man, and began seizing power almost immediately. Witnesses claim he wields dark magic in secret, and is able to change his appearance at will.
Really? Who?
That does sound suspicious.
Yeah,
If
suspicious.
these witnesses can be believed.
It sounds suspicious, does
I
it?
would ask that you do believe them, as the information comes from my own House Vestra.
I see. And when you return to the capital, how do you propose to deal with this uncle of yours?
Huh.
Lord Arundel has the support of a number of influential nobles, including the Prime Minister, Duke Ayer.
Oh. It's a problem.
And while we have allies of our own, it's likely they'll require some convincing. To that end, We wish to bring our friends here at the Academy, their daughters and sons, with us under the supervision of Professor Yuritsa.
Really?
We hoped you would consider deploying the Knights of Seros, so the Imperial Army doesn't get any strange ideas.
You wish to march on the Empire, with the Church's knights at your back?
Okay.
Your support would give credence to our claims.
Additionally, the Knights would keep the populace in check upon our arrival, thereby preventing the city from descending into utter chaos.
The more I hear of this, the more credible the threat sounds.
Really?
It's clear you have thought carefully and planned well.
We intend to seize the palace with our own forces, and will do our utmost to contain the conflict there. But we still need your help. Please.
I have 2 conditions.
Oh.
The first, when you capture Lord Arundel, he is to be turned over to the Knights at once. The second, our Knights are not to engage in battle directly.
I would have it no other way.
Step lightly, Edelgard. Should these claims about Lord Arundel prove false, we will take action accordingly. Make no mistake as to who will be held accountable.
Understood.
It's gonna be Hubert, isn't
But
it?
please know we have nothing to gain from deceiving the Church.
That's not what the cutscene just said a few
Very
seconds
well.
ago.
I will summon the Knights and let you instruct them as to your plan. May the Goddess watch over you all.
Sure. Yeah, no, that... Yeah. Oh.
Well, that was certainly an unexpected conclusion to the whole Tomas saga. Thanks to his shapeshifting ability, he slipped free of the Knights and escaped.
Shape-shifting.
Yes, that's what I said. Also, I know what you want to say next. His powers are just like the ones you gave me.
Yeah. That. Say it.
His powers are just like the ones you gave me. Are you in league with him, Arval? Where do these powers come from?
If I am in league with him, no one has informed me. All I have is you, my dear partner in destiny.
Uh-huh, you do look creepy.
Still, I saw what you saw. Clearly, we don't have a monopoly on shapeshifting.
Now that everyone knows about Tomas, some of them must have connected the dots back to me. At least they've had the grace to keep it to themselves.
It's because they trust you. Hold on, someone's coming.
Oh, into your weird other realm?
Ah, there you are.
Something wrong?
I must return to the Imperial capital soon for an important matter.
Uh-huh.
Will you join me? Most of the other Black Eagles are coming.
Why only
What's
most?
this about?
I fear I must keep that to myself until we're closer to the capital. But I promise you this. There will be battle, and you will have a chance to shine.
Are you sure?
I mean, I do that
I
anyway.
mean, these powers I have...
Are like the ones Tomas used? Yes, that is a bit disquieting. Still, you've given me no reason to mistrust you. You could have wrested yourself free of us from the start, but instead you chose to stay here at the monastery.
True.
You fought by our side and helped us save Monica. I think I can give you the benefit of the doubt. But here's my true proposal. If you accompany us, there's a good chance you'll learn where your powers come from.
Okay.
Ooh, now that is intriguing.
Yes, obviously, Arvel. Thank you.
In that case, I accept. Thanks.
Did we tell her that we don't know where our powers came from at some point? I don't know. Personal history. Born in the mountain hamlet of Leicester, becomes a mercenary and begins life, living life as a wanderer, enrolls at the officers' academy. That's the only thing we actually know. any kind of date. Close allies. Hey, Petra's in the close allies thing. I like that. Monica is now playable. She has a crest. And she has 5 more. Well, she's level 2. So she has 5 more HP than the other monks. Temporarily parted ways with Ferdinand. And Bernadetta. And Caspar. And Linhard, really? Or what sort of battle we're in for here? I should ask around and find out. I mean, I guess, man. Sure.
Good day.
Ladislava.
If you please.
I believe this is the first time we've met. My name is Ladislava. I serve as one of Lady Edelgard's personal guards, and will be assisting with the entry into the capital. I believe we will be working separately tomorrow, so I trust you will take excellent care of her. I mean, that, I guess, is the plan.
It's you.
I never thought I'd have a chance to fight for Lady Edelgard, or a chance to fight for Lady Edelgard would fall into my lap so quickly, but here it is. I won't tolerate those curs who strut about the Imperial Palace as if they own the place. No, sir. Sorry about that. You probably have no idea what I'm talking about. Well, Lady Edelgard is going to explain everything tomorrow, so let's just plan to win a glorious victory in her name, yes? I mean, probably. The real power in the Empire is held by the 6 great noble families, with Prime Minister Eyre at the center and Lord Arundel as his regent. You are familiar with the Noble 6, yes?
In essence.
They are the apex aristocrats and exclusive inheritors of important positions such as ministers of military affairs, domestic affairs, and the like. What's up?
How may I help you?
Hello there, I'm a liaison from the Knights of Saros, sent to assist in the assault on the capital. I came here to attend the final planning meeting, and I must say, we Knights have a good deal to learn from the thorough way Hubert manages intelligence. Giving only what information is necessary at any given time sounds simple enough, but often proves quite difficult in practice. And though few of us understand the full situation, there has still been no major confusion. Regardless, we intend to cooperate fully with both Lady Edelgard and the Imperial Army. Well, isn't the Imperial Army... Never mind.
What's going on?
Tread lightly, friend. The woods around here are the hunting grounds for House Hrsvelg. And to enter recklessly is to forfeit your life. I mean, we're with Lady Edelgard. I think we'll be okay. Probably. Probably gonna be okay.
You should hear this.
She didn't call on Ferdinand or Linhard, yet she summoned a fringe noble such as myself? What could Lady Edelgard be thinking? Still, it's a great honor. And it could make for a fine opportunity to increase my family's standing with Lady Edelgard. Oh boy. Things are getting spicy.
Hey!
So, I heard you really know your way around a fight. But come on, that can't be true. I mean, you got those 2 scrawny little stick arms. You're barely taller than a child, and you got a baby face without a single scar. Woman, I'm taller than you. How are you?
You sure?
The only thing scars prove is that you're too slow to get out of the way. But I do not have stick arms.
Right.
Well, I guess we'll find out tomorrow. Just stay behind me, babyface. I'll keep you safe. I mean, I could be real bad. Be like, I'll stay behind you, baby. You wearing a short skirt, but I'm not like that. Come on now. I mean, just to kind of, you know, make her uncomfortable with it since she insulted me already. Who
Need
dis?
something?
Me? I'm a commander from House Vestra. House Vestra may not have any territory to speak of, but we don't lack for military might. Though we're a bit of a peculiar bunch. Yeah, well, that's true, given cubes. Alright, I mean, there's a lot of folk to talk to. Yuritsa, what's up, guy? You're gonna talk to me real fast? I have a contract. That's the only reason I'm here. Has to be he's working for the church. Someone outside the church.
So basically...
So, is this contract separate from your work at the academy? Yes. Boy, I gleaned so much information from him. I now know everything. Ladies?
Well...
I can't put my finger on why, but I have a very strange feeling about all this. Maybe it's because I wasn't expecting to return to the capital this year. Isn't the group we're going with a little unusual, too? Bertie, Caspar, Lynn, Byrne, they won't be joining us. I'm surprised that most of the children of the 6 great noble families stayed back at Garreg Mach. Oh, but of course, Hubie had to tag along. Anyway, it really makes you wonder who exactly we'll be fighting. Not really. I do not wish to be speaking out of turn, but Lady Edelgard is surely having many enemies.
My word is a bond.
When we arrived in Enbar, I will be fighting to my utmost. I fight not just for the Empire, but for Bridget as well. They have fates that are intertwining. I'll fight just as hard. I don't know exactly what's going on here, but they hired me to do a job. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Especially if everyone is relying on me. Your being here is reassuring. Now, let us be fighting together and bringing about victory. Well, I mean, yeah. Talk to Edelgard in a minute. I feel like she's maybe going to give us a bunch of info, and Hubert too. Let's go talk with Monica.
Excuse me.
Hey, Monica.
Over here.
Ah, perfect timing. I wanted to thank you again. I meant to earlier, of course, but things have been quite hectic recently. And while Lady Edelgard unfortunately did not tell me every single detail, it sounds like you played a big part in my rescue. So, I thank you for that. I mean it. Yeah. Oh, I didn't do that much. Edelgard was the one who really saved you. Still, I'm glad you're safe. So if I played some small part in that, then all the better.
Agree.
Well then, I'm expecting even greater things from you once we reach Enbar. Alright, creeps. Talk to me.
Don't let me down. If I may.
Given your past, I hardly think it necessary for me to ask after your readiness for battle. We will be counting on you in Enbar. Be the sword in Lady Edelgard's hand. Did I call her Lady Guard? I don't know. Lady Edelgard's hands and smite her foes. Also, you should know that victory in tomorrow's battle will hold great significance for you as well. What do you mean?
Huh?
Can you say that again in a way that makes some kind of sense? I thought I was perfectly clear. Lady Edelgard has spoken on the matter of your power, yes? That said, perhaps your not understanding the situation means we can all rest a little easier. Alright. Where you at, Aids? Edelgard, where you at, Edel?
Do you have a moment?
We'll be entering Enbar tomorrow, so rest up and restore your strength.
Huh?
That bad, huh? Yes, we're expected to be in quite the battle, but I look forward to seeing what you can do. Who are you going to be fighting exactly? Sounds rough. Who are we fighting? Oh, no one of particular importance or concern. Still, I'd prefer to wait a little while before disclosing that info.
Meh.
Well, in that case, I'll make sure my gear is ready. Thank you. Oh, and perhaps now might be a good time to speak with the others. Seeing you calm and collected should help soothe the nerves of any who are anxious in the shadow of battle. Alright, I guess I better get some rest before the fighting kicks off. Oh, wait, there's more peeps to talk to now? Who dis?
What are your thoughts?
Did you know there's a whole town under Garreg Mach? A bunch of suspicious characters live there. They call it Abyss. I wonder what those folks are really like. The church leave them alone, though, so they must not have been involved in that business with Tomas. The business with Tomas. Are you the? Yeah, I guess so. Do you think it's a good thing that I came along? I don't know who you are. I mean, it's true that we want as many good fighters as we can get, but when it comes to actual plans, I'm completely in the dark.
Hey.
Well, not much to do about it now. We'll definitely be counting on you if it comes to a fight. Alright, Lady Edelgard. Thank you for speaking with everyone.
What do you think?
It's grown quite late. You should rest up for tomorrow. Rest to prepare for battle? Yes. Are they going to let me actually prepare for battle this time, or are they just going to throw me in again?
What? Solon's been unmasked.
Lord Arundel.
Yes, my lord. Rooted right out of the monastery.
It's not good.
First Kronya's debacle, and now this. What in the world is going on?
I know not, my lord. What are we to do?
Who's this guy?
Keep our composure for a start.
I mean, it's Lord Arthur.
Send word to the kingdom and see that Cleobulus is informed.
Who?
Tell him to remain prudent. If he must go into hiding, so be it.
At once, my lord.
Yes, my lord. Yo, my little plague doctor guy.
Yes?
Lord Regent, I have urgent tidings to report.
You may enter.
Forgive the intrusion, my lord, but we just learned the Knights of Seros march on Enbar. Their purpose is unclear, but they will arrive by morning. We've been turning ourselves upside down to make ready.
The Knights of Seros? No. Do you think...
There's only one person who could be behind it. How dare she bare her fangs at us?
Huh.
They may already be within the palace walls. Mobilize the guards and search. If anyone so much as looks at you askance, kill them on the spot.
Sconce.
Yes, my lord.
Yes, my lord. I want some peasant peeps in here, man. That's
Her
what we're
Highness has
missing.
given the signal, Valdemar.
Count Burgleys?
Already? I had thought they were still negotiating. Things are moving rather quickly.
The situation must have changed. Our children are still at Garrick Mach, after all.
I admire how strong she's become. I just wish we'd had more time to appraise her competence.
Well, if she's caught us with our breeches down, imagine how they feel. I can't wait to see the confused look on those dastards' faces. Oh, I'm going to enjoy every second of this.
As if you'd be content to watch. Once the battle starts, you'll be knee-deep in gore with all the rest. Which means I'll have to make it clear where I stand. We can't afford to tear the Ministry apart by having the pen and sword at odds.
Interesting. This all seems very important and
These
pretty cool.
are your instructions. I imagine they may not come as a surprise to many of you. For some time now, Enbar Palace has been infested with the same darkness you saw in Tomas. They have made a puppet of the Emperor and plot with disloyal subjects to seize control of the Empire.
Okay.
Our objective is to stamp these traitors out, seize the palace, and reclaim the Empire for our own.
Yeah, let's do it, Edelgard.
You realize it's just us, right, 80? That sounds kind of impossible.
Still, the Empire is having many soldiers. Perhaps you could be changing their minds?
Those who can be won over will be. And the realization they are fighting the Imperial Princess ought to dull the others' blades.
Fair.
We have also secured the cooperation of several nobles inside the palace.
Oh, really?
Very impressive, Your Highness. And very you. I suppose all that remains is to head inside and take care of business.
Taking care of business for a day. Give a stirring speech or voice my unease. You know we gonna stir some speeches.
Just you watch. We'll take them all down and have the bards singing our names by nightfall.
Yeah.
So here we are, ready to deal a masterstroke to the heart of the mighty Empire. Life with you certainly isn't boring.
You're welcome, Marvel.
We'll infiltrate the palace through the rear gate, then apprehend Lord Arundel and Duke Ire. From there, we'll secure the palace's strategic positions, eliminating all resistance we encounter along the way.
I believe we're taking out
If that
Freddy's
is our
dad.
plan, then time cannot be wasted.
You can hear them scrambling in the palace from here. Let's not wait for them to find their bearings.
Lead the way, Your Highness. Oh, and make sure to keep her safe, Hubert.
But of course.
You know every square inch of that place, after all.
Just mind you don't fall prey to your own distractions.
These villains have had free run of my house for too long. Today, I take it all back.
Yeah. Lady Edelgard's awesome. Victory conditions. Defeat Duke Ire and Lord Arundel. Alright. Seems simple enough. Can't lose. Sweet. Unit positioning. What? Before starting the battle, you can adjust which units to deploy. Units placed within the dark blue grid will be available to control and give orders. Oh, that's nice. 2. Units placed in the light blue grid will only be available to give orders to. Alright, that makes sense. Highlight a unit to see their advantage against the enemies that will appear on the battlefield. You can choose check by weapon type and extra effectiveness. Choose units that will have an advantage against the enemies you will be facing. Makes sense. Alright, so we got Monica. Oh, we got Monica Petra. Monica Petra action. Alright, Monica is a monk. So we use a sword, and Petra also uses a sword. That's the only downside, is double sword action. Like, honestly, moving someone else into Petra's spot, probably the better call. But it's Petra, so you know we're not gonna change it. Oh, we also have the convoy and stuff that we can do. Anyway, we're gonna play with the map configuration, all that wonderful fun stuff in the very next episode. So hopefully you guys enjoy. Also, I have no idea if we can go back and play some of the other missions that we have already done. That was something that I was going to consider doing, going back and playing through the mission that we didn't get the S rank for. And I have no idea how to do that, so that's the thing. Anyway, next episode, like I said, we'll do whatever map configuration stuff we need to do, sending people to combine with other people, and then, yeah, going about our business. We can change the unit only to the ones that are here, which all are already deployed, so I'm okay with that. Alright, well, that's all going to be the Convoy Menu. The Convoy Menu is where you prepare for battle. Here you can equip weapons, equip combat arts and magic, change abilities, change classes. Changing classes will change the weapons you can equip as well as your actions during battle. It will also change your advantage against enemies. You acquired a new weapon in the last battle. Go on, equip it. Alright, so it looks like we got some stuff to do from the Convoy Menu as well. Anyway, folks, that's going to be a tale for another time. I really hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I hope you enjoy the next one. Until then, I've been your host, Bumpy McSquigums. Thank you for stopping by the Freak Show. We play, we fight, we conquer.